New book release. Get your copy. Available at Amazon, Google Play, and Google Books.
Dive into the enlightening verses of Jeremiah 30 verses 1 to 3, which convey a powerful message of hope and inspiration for God's people. This engaging book not only examines the transformative journeys of renowned figures like Robert Kelly, formerly known as R. Kelly, and Sean Combs, formerly Diddy, but also emphasizes how straying from God's Word can dramatically impact one's life purpose. Presented in a beautifully formatted digital file, this resource is ideal for anyone seeking spiritual growth and a renewed sense of direction. Immerse yourself in this enlightening journey of faith and encouragement, and discover how divine restoration can lead to profound change in your life. Start your transformative journey today.
New book release. Get your copy. Available at Amazon, Google Play, and Google Books.
Lately, I've been focusing on stories that shed light on the disturbing trend of innocent individuals having their belongings unjustly seized. This situation deeply concerns me because I don't actively select which incidents to cover. Rather, I feel a spiritual connection, or I receive stories from others, and if I sense a compelling energy from them, then I feel compelled to report on it. In today's world, the internet, social media, dating apps, and online dating sites have become the primary avenues for discovering new relationships. While some people such as I still prefer the charm of traditional in-person encounters. While I respect those who utilize modern platforms for love connections, I personally remain skeptical. Online, individuals often feel emboldened to present a crafted version of themselves, obscuring their true identities. Meeting someone face-to-face offers a unique advantage. By observing their interactions with others, you can better gauge whether their energy complements yours. Authentic connections thrive in real-world settings, where genuine interaction reveals true character. When people envision love, they often see a life filled with respect, joy, and unforgettable moments that bring genuine happiness. While many are enchanted by the idea of love, some allow fear to close them off, blocking the warm and tender feelings that could light up their hearts. It's only after a significant event shakes their world that they begin to confront the loneliness that has crept in, prompting them to rekindle their desire for connection and embrace the beauty of love. During periods of loneliness, individuals often experience profound vulnerability, exposing them to risky decisions that can have dangerous consequences. This state can lead them to make choices they later regret, underscoring the importance of seeking connections and support during tough times. After becoming a widow, enduring long periods of single life, or going through a difficult breakup without fully healing, many individuals find themselves weighed down by unresolved emotional baggage. This baggage can hinder their ability to forge new connections and ultimately sabotage future relationships. Many individuals carry the weight of emotional trauma from past relationships, yet they often hold onto these burdens while longing for meaningful change. They frequently fail to recognize the importance of letting go of their past difficulties. Instead of embracing healing, they seek to fill the emptiness with new relationships, unaware that some individuals exploit vulnerability, particularly among older people, to take advantage of them financially under the guise of love. Let us take a moment and listen to Shreya share her story of how she was deceived out of over $500,000 by a con artist she thought genuinely loved her.
I found myself being very masterfully psychologically manipulated to the point I made financial decisions where I trusted this person and I ended up losing close to $500,000.
Shreya, who asked us not to use her full name out of fear her scammer will find her and to protect her privacy, is speaking out in order to help others. She says this romance scammer pretended to be after her heart, when in reality, they were after her money.
What people don't understand that the scams are getting a lot more complex with two things going together, AI and cryptocurrency.
It's a tactic we've heard before. Scam artists now using deepfakes to earn people's trust, adding a new twist to romance scams. David Myman, who runs the evidence-based cybersecurity group at Georgia State University in Atlanta, has been closely monitoring how fraudsters are using AI to gain people's trust and commit fraud.
We see many actors, both local actors but also global actors, infiltrating dating apps, looking for profiles on Facebook, on Tinder, on other platforms they have access to, taking the images from those profiles, establishing fictitious profiles.
The FTC says the reported losses to romance scammers total $1.14 billion, with the median losses per person around $2,000, the highest reported losses from any form of imposter scam.
It's interesting because romance scams are underreported because a lot of times people are ashamed, they're embarrassed, they don't want to talk about it because it's so emotional.
Melanie McGovern with the Better Business Bureau says you shouldn't feel embarrassed. She says if someone online starts turning your romantic conversations into discussions over their hardship and need for money, it's a sign to delete the contact and move on. The BBB is also watching the emergence of AI as well.
Your voice could be cloned, your photo could be cloned, a video could be used.
Remember, never send money, crypto, gift cards, or wire transfers to someone you've never met in person. And if you're unsure of your online lover, do a reverse image search to see if the images are associated with another name. After what she experienced, Shreya says it took some time for her to heal. Now, she's using her experience as empowerment.
It became very important to me that I become part of the solution. What we can control is more people knowing about it. And this is where the media, advocacy efforts, just getting the word out there can be very impactful so that less people fall for it.
With this watching your wallet.
New book release. Get your copy. Available at Amazon, Google Play, and Google Books.
This book provides a compelling reflection on the perspectives of young American citizens navigating the complexities of contemporary America. Through the insights of influential figures like Minister Louis Farrakhan, Jane Elliott, and Donald Trump, it delves into the myriad challenges facing the nation. Each speaker offers a unique lens through which to view the state of America, discussing how history has shaped the current climate and suggesting pathways for healing and unity. Despite a shared acknowledgement of a higher power in their speeches, the prevailing sentiment highlights an increasing division within the country. Central to this discourse is the theme of self-love from God's perspective, emphasizing the need for empathy among citizens. The book serves as a poignant reminder of the urgency for collective understanding before the nation descends further into crisis, potentially veering toward a state reminiscent of a third world nation.
The next compelling romance story centers around this elderly, lonely woman named Pat Brightchrist who thought she had found love only to be swindled out of a large sum of money. Let us take a moment to listen to her story.
I got scammed big time, and it hurts. It hurts financially and hurts emotionally.
A Westfield woman says it wasn't love, it was a perfect illusion. That illusion turned out to be a sophisticated scam. Tonight she's sharing her story in the hopes of protecting others. Valentine's Day is just 2 weeks away. WRTV Investigates' Kara Kenny is digging into why romance scams are now on the rise. It's a story you need to share with anyone looking for love.
Romance scams are skyrocketing. Complaints grew 25% from 2019 to 2021, according to the FBI. A Westfield woman says money isn't the only thing she lost.
Pat Brightchrist became a widow in 2020.
And I was very lonely after that.
Using a dating website, the Westfield woman met her match, a man named Louis.
And he told me his age, he was 62, and I told him I was 83 at the time. And he says, oh, age is just a number, I don't care.
Pat says Louis had an accent that made it hard to understand him on the phone. He encouraged Pat to text with him away from the dating website. They texted a lot, exchanging hundreds of intimate messages for months. Like this one. Good morning, my queen. I hope you had enough rest last night. I pray for blessings and grace for both of us. I love you.
And it got extremely romantic. And he says, I can't wait to be with you. And I mean, he just drew me in. And I fell in love with it. I fell in love with him.
In those texts, Lewis sent pictures, supposedly of himself.
And he asked me to send me pictures, you know. He says, you're absolutely gorgeous.
Pat says Lewis claimed to be working for a construction company in Montreal and made plans to visit, even sending her a picture of his plane ticket.
He says, we'll probably spend 24 hours in bed. I said, now let me know when you arrive so I can come pick you up. And he never did.
Over the course of 6 months, Lewis convinced Pat to send him 5 checks to help with his business. Money she thought was going to her lover, instead pocketed by scammers.
$98,547.
What do you think when you see that total?
Makes me ill. I want to throw up that I was that vulnerable.
Pat became suspicious when Lewis sent her this contract asking her for $500,000 to invest in his business. It listed a Fort Wayne address, but when Pat checked it out in person, it was bogus.
And then he stopped calling, he stopped texting after about 30 days when he realized I didn't have any more money.
What was this like emotionally?
I was heartbroken.
Romance scams are big business for criminals. They prey on your heartstrings. Nationwide, they cost Americans nearly $1 billion in 2021.
There's a significant increase in romance scams.
Scott Barnhart is the director of consumer protection at the Indiana Attorney General's office.
Why not catch these guys?
Well, these are very sophisticated operations. A lot of this is offshore. It's very difficult for us to pursue these individuals in foreign entities in foreign countries. They focus on getting the money here, but once it gets offshore, it is very difficult for us to track it and trace it and try to catch the bad guys.
Barnhart says Pat missed common red flags, including encouraging you to communicate off the dating site, asking you to invest in their business, and not wanting to meet in person, instead relying on photos.
Where are those pictures coming from?
There are millions of images online that scammers have access to and can pull off of social media platforms.
WRTV Investigates used reverse imaging on the photos Lewis sent to Pat, and we couldn't find anything.
Why are these scams so lucrative?
So when you think about phishing scams, when you think about other scams, it's one hit and out. These are so lucrative because people convince themselves, well, this person has been communicating with me for months. There's no way that this is a scam.
A family member filed complaints on Pat's behalf with Westfield Police and the FBI.
Looking back at everything and knowing what you know now, how does that make you feel?
Makes me feel horrible, makes me feel dirty, makes me feel stupid.
Pat isn't confident she'll get her money back, but she is confident about one thing.
Do you think you'll find love again?
Oh yeah, but not that way. I'll never be scammed again.
You can protect yourself by never sending money to someone you've never met in person. Cut off contact if they ask for your personal information, like your credit card or bank account numbers. Working for you, Kara Kenny, WRTV.
We did reach out to Westfield Police about Pat's case, and the assistant chief told us, quote, I have asked our Criminal Investigations Division to assess this report and determine if additional investigative actions are warranted. We also reached out to the FBI, which cannot confirm or deny investigations.
Hey you guys, I just want to come on just to talk about the video. This piece right here was actually referred to me and somebody wanted me to actually do something on it. So I decided to do a report on this video. I actually did not know that there was so many people being scammed, you know, on love, and especially with all these different dating apps and all these different dating sites that's out there, and so many people looking for love. So you guys really need to be careful with the people that you entertain. So I wanted to do this video more like awareness, just to let you guys be aware of who you're speaking to, and make sure that you get to meet these people and never give anybody any money. So I just wanted to present this video to you guys, and like always, I want to say thank you for listening to me. Thank you for sharing the video. And guess what? Again, as always, I love you guys. Thanks.